Hey guys, I want to do a spirit talk, and let me just. I know sometimes, my volume is sometimes a challenge. I'm working on that. I may try to get something, to help with that. So sorry about that, guys, and stuff. I think I need another microphone. Okay. So anyway, let's talk about something. So recently, Elton John was up there with Joe Biden, and he took down MAGA. He came at him pretty hard and stuff. Let's talk about it. Let me kind of say something here, and we'll pull some cards. We'll kind of look at things. Kennedy once said basically, and I'm very much paraphrasing, if you take the rights of a certain group of people, you threaten the whole. Okay, inevitably rights, are going to be taken from you. We know what happened in the 60s. African Americans trying to get the right to vote. Just the 60s. Okay, women, in the 20s and things had trying to get the right to vote. Okay, America is not, it talks about freedom, 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 but we don't have the greatest history of it, unless you're, a white male. Let's just face it. Let's be real and stuff. And this coming at LGBTQIA people. Sorry if I said it wrong. LGBTQIA people is atrocious. Okay, and it's just like what I was kind of talking a little bit last night. It's like if two people, like two men or two women, have a relationship, they want to get married, have sex and all. It's none of your business. Okay, it really isn't. But I want you guys to understand something. So, say you're watching and you're not LGBTQIA at all. Okay, you still need to be concerned with people trying to take away their rights, because it's only a matter of time for them to come after you. Just like I tell you women, yeah, I'm going to say you women because I'm a woman, okay? I can say it. Just like I tell women, like back in, remember when they were coming after Roe and I was talking about it? When Amy Coney Barrett got on the Supreme Court, I knew we were in trouble. Okay. And I remember doing a reading on it if Roe would be taken down, and I ended with the tower. Even then, I didn't want to believe it. But it ended with the tower. They would take down Roe. Okay. And it's going to be an uphill battle for women to get the rights back to their own bodies. So things can be a matter of the business between that woman and her doctor. Okay, there's that. So we got to care about these issues. Like, say if you happen to be watching and you're just a white man, okay, and stuff. It's a matter of time. Take rights here, okay. African Americans, so Supreme Court took down affirmative action. Okay, if the Supreme Court takes down gay rights or gay rights to marriage, various things that, and Elton John kind of talks about it. 540 pieces of legislation trying to take down, LGBTQIA rights. We're going through the system in America. Okay, what is this hatred for? It's amazing. Okay, it's ridiculous. These people are not hurting anybody. Okay, and stuff, but people get it. Oh, they get this high and mighty thing because of their religion, which is just an excuse to hate people that are different from you. You know, but yeah, I mean, African Americans take down affirmative action. I mean, they're talking about taking apart the Brown versus the Board of Education, guys. Clarence Thomas, who's totally sold his soul. Okay, his top, it, the reason why is because Clarence Thomas is taking bribes and he's in the pocket of everybody. They want to ruin it for everybody but white males. Okay, the patriarchy, and stuff. So we gotta, stand up. You've got to learn to stand up for people. Okay, it's like maybe it's not affecting me personally because I'm not LGBTQIA, but I need to stand up for that person that is having their rights taken away. And one of the ways, of course, is voting for people, who want to protect those rights. Anyway, let's check this out. This is with Luke Beasley. He's a gem and stuff, and he talks about it. Let's kind of see Elton John what he says.
I don't know how we haven't talked about this yet, but this is just incredible. At the Stonewall National Monument, of course, as we near the end of Pride Month, Elton John
Yeah, we're almost at
held an event with
well, I guess
President
we're at the end of it.
Joe Biden. And I want to show you first Elton John just crushing the MAGA attempts we've seen nationwide to demonize LGBTQ Americans, and this being a part of a broader right-wing effort to do the same across the world.
Try to get that
and Elton John just words it perfectly.
Sorry, the glare on my camera. I'm tweaking it.
Punchy phrase that you'll hear in this clip.
Over 540 anti-LGBTQ plus bills were introduced in state legislatures across America this year. Disgraceful. And discrimination and criminalization threaten the lives of our LGBTQ plus family from Kingston to Kampala. At the Elton John AIDS Foundation, along with our partners and allies, we fight these human rights abuses around the world every day as we seek to open hearts and minds and find innovative ways to move forward.
Millions of you out there, that's right, I see you, watch the show on a regular basis, but aren't yet subscribed. If you appreciate the work that we do, by clicking that subscribe button, you're showing you appreciate it and helping us.
Luke's got a good channel, guys. Check him out.
Back to it.
And as President Biden has reminded us, today too, we face one of those seminal moments. Do we stand up for our vision and our values, or let misinformation and senseless scapegoating turn back the clock? No fucking way.
It's just fucking blood. Blood. No fucking way. Done.
In this moment, too, we must take pride and fight on. So let us honor LGBTQ plus people everywhere who have journeyed for justice and commit, as I do, as long as I am still standing, to continue to stand with you as we together create a better, fairer, and more just world for us all. Thank you. Have a great and happy Pride.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he just said no fucking way. He just went, you know, yeah, no. We got to stand. And see, that's the thing you guys got to understand. You know, like I said, maybe you're not LGBTQIA, but when you see, you know, a group coming for another group to take away their rights, basic human rights, okay, in various ways, whether it's marriage or something with the workplace or some way they can express themselves, okay, and, you know, we've got to stand firm and everything. Just like women, you know, women being able to control their bodies, have a say. I mean, guys, they are talking about putting women in jail, you know, for life. You know, they're talking about the death penalty even for abortion. They're talking about ways of monitoring all women's menstrual cycles. Can you imagine The Handmaid's Tale, that every woman has to have recorded within the government her menstrual cycle? They're not playing, guys. I know it seems like some weird dystopian thing that could never happen in America. But you guys, there are people plotting those things. It's real. And voting for Trump could make those things happen. Why is any woman's menstrual cycle someone's business? Can you imagine? Women have to upload with the government their menstrual cycles. Okay? Be known if she gets pregnant. Now, recently, Supreme Court did, you know, rule, you know, that abortion pills, they're not going to stop those. Okay? Because the majority, like 2/3 of abortions are used with that morning after pill. Okay? You know, there is that. That's something, but it's not enough. You know, Roe needs to be reestablished. It was a constitutional right for 51 years, okay, for a very long time, you know, and then look what happened, okay, because we got some crooked justices on the Supreme Court. There's another thing, let me bring this up as well. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but there's a recent case in the Supreme Court that was coming out from Atlanta. The homeless, they ruled that if homeless or this is Supreme Court, if homeless are sleeping in the street in a city, that they can be punished and they can be fined. They actually ruled in favor of it. You guys, I don't know if they're begging for the wrath of God by the decisions that they are making, but the fact that they said it is okay to punish, think about it. Human beings require sleep. Say you do not have a home. You weren't able to get in the shelter that night. It was full. You got nowhere to go, but you're tired and you got to sleep somewhere, anywhere. You know, whether it's an alley or whatever. And then all of a sudden some officer, you know, raps you on the head with a baton and writes you a ticket, a fine for $1,500 because you were simply sleeping on the street because you have no home. Then you got to go to court, and then they're going to want the money for the fine. And then you're homeless, you have no money. So what's going to happen if you can't pay the fine? They're going to put you in a cell, and they're going to punish you. Then you've got a record, okay? You've got a criminal record now for sleeping on the street. So say you're trying to get your foot up in there. You're trying to get back in the work world so you can get a home and all that stuff. But now when an employer does a background check, you got a criminal record. So then you don't get the job. So you're forever stuck being homeless, trying to find ways just to sleep without the law coming after you. You have no choice but to fall asleep somewhere. You got nowhere to go. Shelters won't take you. You got nobody. And then here it comes. Fine after fine after fine. Jail, jail, jail. The most, and when I saw that, I'm like, we as, are we Babylon? Are we Babylon, the one that was spoke of in Revelation? That we would punish homeless people, or the things that, they're talking about, immigrants, when we've got women crossing the river with babies and drowning in the river, and everybody watches them drown, all those agents just standing there. Okay, maybe we are Babylon. Maybe we are what Babylon was talked about in Revelation, and maybe that's why we're going to get the wrath of God. But what happened, it just happened last week, guys, that the Supreme Court ruled on that against the homeless. People that, not everybody is a drug addict. A lot of them have mental illness. Maybe, God knows whatever put them on the street. Okay, they lost their job, and then it was just a series of unfortunate events, and they lost it all. And so instead of being compassionate to the homeless, Supreme Court says, yeah, states, you can punish them. You can, they're falling asleep because they gotta sleep. It's a human requirement. No fight. That's one thing we can't fight is sleep. And we're going to find people that have no money. And then, of course, when they can't pay, they go to court. Even if they go to court, or they're picked up on their, oh, you got a warrant because you didn't pay your fine and show up in court, and it's all a mess. And then they're ruined. They're ruined for life. This is horrible, guys. So are we Babylon? Are we Babylon, the way we treat people? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, let's pull some cards. Let's see what Spirit has to say just in general. What, I know it's got to be frustrating. It's frustrating to me. We need healing in this world. We really do. Let's pull a few cards. And stop. So revealing your true self. One of the things Spirit and the guides want you guys is to get into your true self and everything. And a lot of you guys have a hero within you. Stand up for what is right. It's time to speak up, because everybody being quiet, this is how this stuff wins. And stuff, deep emotional healing, that's definitely what a lot of people need. And stuff, our poor LGBTQIA that are out there suffering because of all this stuff coming at them, the homeless, they need healing. They don't need to be punished for being themselves. And stuff. and everything. But prosperity, I think the reason why I pulled this card is a lot of these people, it's about money, it's about the bottom line. You know, all these rich people trying to impose their crap. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. But I got the card love life. You know, does it matter who loves who in this world? Okay, if two people love each other and want to be together, okay, couple of soulmates, and say they're the same gender, it's none of your business. Except, and we got to clear that negativity, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Except one way to do it is do not elect people who want to take away rights of other people. And I know what they're going to say. It's all about morality, and it's all, you know what I'm saying. Except they just want power. They do not like seeing women have power over their own lives. Women who choose to be single. Like right now, I'm enjoying the single life, guys. I'm enjoying myself. I'm doing things that I've always wanted to do. Except I'm totally enjoying myself. Except, you know, if women want to be single, or maybe even a young woman, you know, she graduates from college and has no desire to have kids, you know, it's none of your business. Except not all women want to be a baby machine for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Except LGBTQIA, let them be in love, and it's none of your business. It really doesn't affect you on a personal level. I mean, if you like don't accept gay marriage or gay couples, you know, it's none of your business. Just don't pay attention to it. It don't hurt you. Nobody's trying to force their ways on you. They do want, of course, they want to be accepted and loved like anybody else. I mean, of course they do, but they're not trying to make the world gay. Okay? They're not trying to make the world gay. I think there's this weird, mental thing that some people have that gay people are going to make everybody gay. It's not possible. You're either, straight, gay, whatever. Okay? And stuff. You can't make somebody into anything. Okay? So anyway, but yeah, we got to vote. But yes, Elton John, yeah. I mean, that's the way to speak out. Except, but you guys got to think about it. When you see other people getting their rights taken away, okay, like say you're a white male and you happen to stumble upon my video, it's inevitably going to come for the Christians, guys. Like I've told you guys, if the Antichrist is Trump, it is in the scripture. Inevitably, he turns on the followers. Okay, there is that. He don't care about those people. They're just a means to an end. But he doesn't give a damn about what they want. Okay? All right, you guys. Have a good one.